So today I want to talk to you about the greatest books you must read if you're running a business that is generating at least $1 million in revenue or more. These are books that will help you grow your business, identify the next big move, hire the right people, create systems, create processes, scale your business, replace yourself as the primary value creator in your business, sell your business, get through the toughest challenges in the current phase of your business. So if you're ready for it, let's jump right into it. Coming in at number 9 is Ready, Fire, Aim by Michael Masterson. The subtitle of the book is 0 to $100 million in no time flat. Michael Masterson is a serial entrepreneur who's built multiple information product-based businesses, one of which is doing over $300 million in annual revenue. The key, what he's trying to teach in the book, is you need to become a business builder and not a hustler who is just trying to make enough money to live a certain kind of lifestyle. You need to figure out the way to get other people to do the hard work so you are free to do the fun stuff in your business, the stuff that you truly enjoy doing. So this book will show you the path to grow your business through the 4 stages as Michael Masterson identifies, from 0 to $1 million, which is identified as the infancy phase. In this phase, sales is the most important thing to focus on. You need to sell, and sell some more. The key is to figure out your optimum sales strategy, one simple marketing and sales system that you keep on working, keep on improving it, keep on working it, rather than trying to figure out a bunch of different marketing and sales strategies. From $1 million to $10 million is what Michael Masterson calls childhood. The biggest challenge in this phase is to increase your cash flow and stay profitable, and the big key is innovation. From $10 million to $50 million is what Michael Masterson calls adolescence, and the main problem in that phase is that your systems are strained and you need to turn chaos into order, and he shows how to do that. And then from $50 million to $100 million and beyond, what Michael Masterson calls as adulthood. So he talks about a lot of great strategies in each of these phases: infancy, childhood, adolescence, and adulthood. Great book, highly recommended. The next book I highly recommend is Build to Sell by John Warrillow. You see, it is entirely possible that you're making the biggest mistake as an entrepreneur. You're building a business that relies on you all the way. Do you want to run this business for the rest of your life, or do you want to sell this business for a high multiple of revenue and move on to do other things? Or you want to structure your business so that it can run without you having to be fully involved all the time? Build to Sell is a system for making your business sellable. And there are 3 keys to make your business sellable. First key is to make it teachable. Create products and services that you can teach your employees to deliver to the world. That's the first key. Second key is to make it valuable, creating value by specializing in the marketplace. And the third key is to make it repeatable, generating recurring revenue by creating products and services that people buy again and again and again and again. So this is a recipe book for converting any business into a sellable business. Now you might be thinking, well, I am a specific kind of expert. I am a specific kind of person, and I am the only one who knows about these things. But the key to understand is that any business can be designed to make it such that it is sellable. You just have to follow this process, follow this system. Highly recommend the book if you think you are the expert and your business for some reason cannot be built to sell. Next book is Only the Paranoid Survive by Andy Grove. Under Andy Grove's leadership, Intel became the world's largest chip maker and one of the most admired companies in the world. In the book, Grove talks about his strategy for managing the nightmare that every leader, every entrepreneur dreads when there are massive changes and the company must figure out how to adapt or fail. And Grove calls these moments strategic inflection points, which can be set off by a lot of different things like competition changing or changes in regulation or changes in technology. And when there's a strategic inflection point, the ordinary rules of business go out the window. So that strategic inflection point can either be the biggest threat or the biggest opportunity when handled the right way. Grove talks about how to manage this. He talks about one of the biggest inflection points in the history of Intel and how Intel transformed from a memory chip vendor to becoming the biggest microprocessor company in the world and one of the biggest names in the field of technology, and how you and I and entrepreneurs and leaders of companies can do the same. Highly recommend the book if you are going through some tumultuous times right now. The next book is Effective Executive by Peter Drucker, who is hailed by many as one of the greatest management gurus of all time. And this is probably one of his greatest books. You see, as your business has grown, you probably feel that your attention is being pulled in many different directions and you're unable to do the high quality work you used to be able to do. This book will teach you how to manage your time and attention as an executive so that you can perform at the highest levels possible. This book will also teach you how to get yourself and your team to focus on results and not effort. This book will also teach you how to make effective decisions and overall how to do great things in your business. Now, one of the biggest lessons in this book is the secret to effectiveness, and that is concentration. You require big chunks of continuous time to make meaningful contribution. That is how you concentrate. The more you can concentrate your time, your effort, your resources, the greater the number and the diversity of tasks you can actually perform. So the distinction here, the key to understand is the way to do great things is to focus all your energy on one task at any given time. Not to multitask, but to single task, to focus single-mindedly on one thing at any given time. This is literally the secret of all the people who do a lot of things and who do a lot of great things, who do a lot of difficult things, great things. They only do one thing at a time, and as a result, they need much less time to do any given thing. Let me quote Peter Drucker here. He said, concentration, that is, the courage to impose on time and events his own decision as to what really matters and comes first, is the executive's only hope of becoming the master of time and events instead of their whipping boy. Highly recommend this book. The next book I highly recommend is Scaling Up by Warren Harnish. Warren Harnish is the founder of Entrepreneurs Organization, also called EO, and this book is a manual, a field manual of how to scale a business. It gives you a complete framework and it gives you a lot of great tools on how to scale up your business. Warren says that we need to focus on 4 key areas in order to scale our business. And those 4 key areas are people, strategy, execution, and cash. When it comes to people, you need to be able to figure out how to create processes and systems so that your people are held accountable, how to create accountability systems, and how to lead those people. And there are a bunch of tools in the book for that. When it comes to strategy, one of my favorite tools in the book is the one-page strategic plan, which helps you stay focused on what matters most in the business right now. He talks about how to incorporate your values, your purpose, your goals, your key initiatives, your key metrics into this one-page strategic plan. And that is why I highly recommend this book. A lot of great worksheets and exercises to help you deploy this framework into your business. The next book I highly recommend is The Everything Store, Jeff Bezos and the Age of Amazon by Brad Stone. This is the story of Jeff Bezos and Amazon, and this will definitely challenge you to think bigger, to dream bigger, and take massive action. There are a lot of great lessons that I learned from this book, and I'm going to share with you a couple of them right here. First lesson that is really crucial is to have a long-term vision. When Jeff Bezos started the company, he said, we are building this company for decades. We're building this for the long haul. We're not building this company to make a quick buck and get out of the whole internet flash in the pan thing. This company should last decades. And there's no wonder that Amazon today is one of the largest companies in the world. You see, Jeff Bezos does not even care about the stock price of the company. He's much more interested in creating long-term value in the business and in the world. And he believes that when he does that, the stock price just follows suit. He started the business by selling books online. And today, Amazon literally sells everything. And this only happened as a result of Jeff Bezos' very long-term vision of what he wanted to build this business into. The next big lesson in the book is, as an entrepreneur, you need to be a missionary, not a mercenary. One of the things Jeff Bezos likes to say is that in business, you can either be a missionary or a mercenary. Now, what that means is that as a missionary, you're out to help, you're out to serve, you're on a mission to do great things. On the other hand, as a mercenary, you're out to take, you're out to kill, you're out to make a quick buck, and that's how a lot of businesses, unfortunately, are operating today. Now, you might be wondering, what is Jeff Bezos' mission? He is obsessed with customer satisfaction. That's his mission. He wants to make the customer experience so good that people keep coming back to Amazon. What Jeff Bezos is saying here is a paradox. It's a very interesting paradox because you might be wondering, if you're a missionary, you don't really make much money, but if you're a mercenary, you make a lot of money. But the paradox is that in the long term, it's the missionaries who end up making a whole lot of money while the mercenaries just do not survive the long haul. So this idea really ties with the idea of having a long-term vision. When you have a long-term vision, you can give and you can serve. But when you have a short-term vision, you want to be a mercenary, you want to take as much as you can. So be a missionary, not a mercenary. There are a lot of other great ideas from this book, and I actually summarized this book on our YouTube channel on a podcast, so you can check that out as well. The next great book I highly recommend is Build a Business, Not a Job by David Finkel. Let me ask you a question. Have you built a business or a glorified high-paying job for yourself? Does your business work only as long as you do? Well, this book will teach you how to build a business that is independent of you, that will work without you, that can grow beyond your personal contribution, and that can be sold for high multiples of revenue if you want. This book will literally teach you how to go from level 1 to level 3 business owner. Level 1 is a startup where there is no control and no freedom for the entrepreneur. Level 2 is the owner-reliant company. There's a lot of control, but there's no freedom. Level 3, the highest level business, is an owner-independent company where there is total control and total freedom. David Finkel says that the critical mindset shift for going from level 1 to level 3 business is to go from seeing yourself as the ultimate producer and creator of value in the business to seeing yourself as the builder of business, a business that will do all of these things without you. And you see yourself as the temporary producer of the product or service until you can build business depth that can replace you. And in the book, David identifies 8 key building blocks of building a level 3 business. Highly recommend this book if you want to make your business independent of you. The next book is Built to Last by Jim Collins. All right, you've hustled hard, you got your business to $1 million plus in revenue, but if you really want to make sure that your business lasts for a very long time, for decades, maybe even a century, well, this book is for you. This book is the conclusion of a 6-year research project at Stanford Business School by Stanford professor Jim Collins, where they compared truly exceptional companies that have lasted decades and even century. Johnson & Johnson, Nordstrom, HP, Walmart. They compared those companies with their competitors who perished way sooner than that. And the researchers asked this question: what makes these exceptional companies different? What allowed them to endure? What allowed them to last for such a long time? And they came up with a blueprint for building businesses that will last for decades, not the ones that last for a few years or a few months. And the key to the blueprint is 2 pillars: preserving the core and stimulating progress. I talk about a lot of the great ideas and learnings from this book in the summary I did on Built to Last on the channel, and it's also on the podcast, so check it out. Coming in at number 1, the book I recommend the most is Elon Musk's biography by Ashley Vance. Elon Musk's story will force you to think bigger, much bigger. His story exemplifies the power of a mission and vision much greater than oneself. Now, why is Elon such a beloved entrepreneur? Is it because he's worth $20 billion or because he's one of the richest men in America? Or is it because his vision for humanity is much bigger than anyone else? He wants electric cars to save the environment. He wants solar energy so that we don't have to depend on fossil fuels anymore. He wants to save humanity by colonizing Mars because he's worried that the Earth could be destroyed by war-mongering leaders or by environmental issues or by asteroids from the space. You see, he's not obsessively working on SpaceX and Tesla because he wants to make a lot of money or because he wants his business to win. He literally wants humanity to win. And that is extremely inspiring. In one interview, Musk said, the goal of Tesla is to accelerate the advent of sustainable transport. So if any other company comes up with a great electric car, we would applaud them. And that's why Elon Musk has literally made Tesla's patents public. Musk has said that Tesla will not initiate patent lawsuits against anyone who, in good faith, wants to use our technology. You see, what he's doing here, he is making sure that as humanity, we grow together. And that is a mission that is so much bigger than what any other car company might be thinking or any other rocket company might be thinking. So if you want to achieve great things, things that are 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times your current level of thinking, you need to inspire others with your vision and mission. Your vision should impact others. Your vision can only be as inspiring as the number of people it impacts. There are a lot of great lessons like this in his biography, and I summarized that on our YouTube channel and also on our podcast, so check it out. So if you enjoyed this list of best books for $1 million plus businesses, I am pretty sure you will enjoy my lists of 10 best books in a lot of other areas. You can just go to 10bestbooks.org, and there you will find the list of 10 best productivity books, 10 best success mindset books, 10 best online business books, 10 best mental toughness books, 10 best marketing books, 10 best self-help books, 10 best biographies for ambitious people, 10 best leadership books, 10 best entrepreneurship books, 10 best tech startup books, 10 best influence and persuasion books, all sorts of lists. I have literally read over 1,500 books, and here at 10bestbooks.org, I'm giving you the list of the 10 best books in all different categories imaginable. So just head on over to 10bestbooks.org. The link should also be in the description below.